I tell you what, this tastes a world better than warm Seagram 7 at 7 a.m.
This sounds like a story.
Well, I know this story.
What happened?
Well, because we have the infamous Mitchell Clemens in the house with us. It's only fitting. So here's the thing. Mitch and I have a long history, and anyone that's following us on the socials, Jonathan posted a reel today.
About 30 years.
30 years?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so far
it's got about 1,000 views.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And it's less than 24 hours old.
That's awesome.
Like,
that is awesome. Share.
Right.
No doubt.
Like, comment, share. Yeah, we need
Damn
the
it.
subscribers on YouTube.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
If you're listening to this and you've subscribed to the podcast, thank you. Thank you so much.
100% thank you.
Please do us a favor. Go to YouTube and subscribe as well.
Yes.
It's the same content with the exception of there's some additional reels and shorts and things like that we're also putting out there. You'll be able to find all of our podcasts out there as well.
Yeah.
Mitch has made it a point to, every time I'm texting him throughout the day, about lunchtime rolls around and I get a photo of his TV. He's at home for lunch and he's got our YouTube pulled up on the TV.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listening to the recent podcast. So.
Every release, yes.
Every damn one.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
But back to this story. Back a minute or two, Mitch and I, aside from bands, aside from whiskey, we ride Harley-Davidson motorcycles together. And we got the opportunity to go to the Sturgis, South Dakota bike rally for the first time in 05. And it was 08? No, 07. 06, we had a couple...
Is this at the full throttle?
No. This is the year that we trailered all the bikes.
Honda, no, I didn't trailer. No, we did. No, that's the year we all.
That was 07. That was 07.
You guys can't see this, but they're like pointing each other,
Yes.
pointing at each other,
So-
remembering things. And
Yes.
if you've ever seen people talk about things that they remember,
Right.
like you get a couple guys together and then they start pointing at each other. No, with points. No, it was this year, that year.
So
because it's the only fucking year, honestly, that we ever trailed. This is
the only
one
year.
and done. Because every other fucking year we ride,
Right.
And this year we decided to be good.
and the
idea
the
to
other
fucking
thing
trailer.
The other thing to point out too is these days we both ride big pigs with saddlebags and pretty much if I can't get it to fit on the bike, I don't need it for the week. And that includes I've got a tent in one side, I've got my sleeping bag rolled up behind me. I got everything I need on my current bike. Those first few years that we went to Sturgis, we were on softtails. No saddlebags.
Yeah.
A handlebar roll, no windshield, no nothing.
The handlebar roll is enough for a toolkit.
Barely.
Yeah.
And if you roll it tight, my coat would hit up there and my blanket. If you're good,
Or
you
a
can
poncho.
you can get a little canvas on there to like side tent off your bike, but you ain't carrying shit.
Yep. We relied on some of the other crew to haul some of our extra stuff because we rolled light back then. So 05 was our first year going to Sturgis. 06, we got another one of our knuckleheads to go with us. And then 07, our other knucklehead, our designated driver from our Voodoo Lounge show, Mr. Eric.
Oh, that was all Dave.
No, well, he had a Honda at the time, and he was not confident that bike, which I wholeheartedly agree with him. He was not confident that bike could make the 800-mile trip up there and back, 1,600 miles round trip, and enjoy the rally. So, like Mitch said, 1 year out of every year we've gone to Sturgis, we decided so that our boy Eric could go with us, we would all put all of our bikes on the trailer. Our other buddy Dave had a Grand Cherokee that should not have pulled that trailer because that trailer was a lot bigger than I think anyone really realized.
It was like a 6-year-old kid hauling around a 400-pound prom queen. I mean, I don't know. We had some bikes and some weight. That's probably not politically
At
correct.
6 years old, I probably would have said, all right, challenge accepted.
But it did not go well. It was 600 pounds pulling 6,000 pounds.
Yep.
It was insane.
There are 100 different stories out of this one trip that I could tell. But back to where I started this trip. On the way back, Mitch has done over the road truck driving. He's used to the long haul drives, whatever, and he steps up and takes the reins for driving us back.
Brother, I don't want to interrupt you, but it was on the way up too.
On the way up too, yes.
He didn't even make it past.
Yes.
Like he didn't even make state lines. Okay, I'll stop there. But he was a good bartender because if you remember, I'm sorry to hijack your story.
No.
But if you remember,
he was a good bartender. He was mixing drinks.
He started out driving, and I probably shouldn't admit all this shit because
maybe statute of limitations.
I hope so. So he makes it like maybe to state line, which is what, 2 hours, right?
I think he made it just past St. Joe.
And so he's like, "Oh my God, I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this." And we left on a Friday evening, and I'm like, "Fuck it, move over. I'll drive. Make me Red Bulls and vodka." And so, I mean, I'm not saying that I drank them, but he just
wanted them.
But he was mixing them because I could sniff them. I just want to smell them across the aisle.
Because that's really all you need.
That's all I needed. So time passes, and so we show up to camp at 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And all of our boys are getting up. They're like, "Oh, good morning." We're all fresh. They're ready to get on bikes. We're pulling them off the fucking trailer. I haven't had a bit of fucking sleep.
Right. And you've been sniffing Red Bulls all night.
Yes. And I'm
grinding your teeth.
Yep. And I'm like,
let's do it.
Yep. Here we go. Jump on the bikes and away we go. So then, round trip. Yeah. And here we come back.
Fast forward on the way home. Mitch drives 99% of the way back home. We pull into Eric's driveway at like 7:15 a.m. And I'm gonna be the first to admit too. I was passed the fuck out in the back seat. I was sleeping, and everyone.
10 days of drinking nonstop. I'm not gonna say the Sturgis is not a party, but there may have been 10 days of abuse on the liver. And so I had made it through most of the night without alcohol.
Side story. Side story.
Yes.
Side story 2 of side story.
Story 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like 311. This is like Inception.
This particular year, because we were trailering all the bikes, we're like, we've got all the tents, we've got all the stuff to cook. Let's do this right. Let's go to Costco and get everything we need.
Oh,
and I was chef for that week, so I had made out all the menu. I figured out everything we needed for food or whatever, and so we go to Costco, and then we started putting all the food in the basket, and then we started putting
the booze.
We should buy our booze because it's going to be way cheaper to drink at camp than it is to go out and about. Right?
Yeah.
We're in line at Costco, and we have one shopping cart half full of food and one shopping cart overflowing with booze.
Well, at least you had your priorities, right?
But wait, this is the best part.
Oh, yeah.
The gal behind us in line says, "You boys going to Sturgis?"
Yeah. Okay, so back on track to the story.
And booze.
So we pull into the driveway at 7:15 a.m. to arrive back at home, and we're all passed out. I was in the backseat. I was fast asleep. Eric was fast asleep. Dave did that much driving.
About an hour on the way there.
Everyone was fast asleep.
I get it. Sometimes you just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Hey, it's all good.
So before Mitch wakes anyone up, he just very casually, slowly pulls into the driveway, stops the truck, turns it off. No one has budged. We're all sound asleep. He goes back to the cooler that's on the trailer. He opens it up, and we brought all this booze. Well, we ended up doing a lot of our drinking out and about also. So we ended up bringing a whole bunch of the booze home, and there was an unopened family jug size bottle of Seagram 7.
Yep.
And he grabs the bottle, he opens the door, which causes me to almost fall out of the Jeep, and he goes, "Wake up, bitches, it's time to drink." And we all stumble out, rubbing our eyes, getting the sleepy out. We're like, what's going on? And he pops the top on the Seagram 7, takes a huge ass pull of it, and shoves it in my face and goes,
Your turn,
pass it on." And we all just took turns drinking straight Seagram 7 at 7 in the morning.
Weird. People look at me weird when I talk about breakfast whiskey.
Cheers. Cheers, Jonathan. Hey, there it is, dude.
So
I'm not gonna say that one of us might have puked a little, but
not that trip. That was another. That's another story.
There was a little heaving that involved in that morning. That was like, 7. Nope.
Well,
you're up.